What is a functional interface?
Functional interface is like see if we compare from the previous versions of Java, what happens, we only allow to declare the very methods, only signatures we can provide, right? But we cannot give any definition. But Java 1.8 allow us to give definition of any one interface, sorry, any one method. So that is what functional interface. If there is only one definition, and there can be another other methods also with signatures, but there should be one definition. So that is what functional interface.
So, don't you think that this property is already available in abstract classes? So, why this is useful?
uh, yeah, abstract classes also have that, but it won't be if we check it with lambda expressions now. So in lambda expressions, these functional interfaces are basically used. So, what is the main purpose of lambda expression? We want to reduce the number of lines, right? So, abstract classes will not be able to resolve that purpose. So that's why we use functional interfaces.
Okay. Have you used any abstract classes in your project?
I don't remember, not right now, but maybe previously I have used.
Okay. Uh, any idea about marker interface?
Marker interface is, I think, same. There is no definition in that. I mean, no declaration. It is uh, just name is given to that, like serializable, I think, yeah. That,
Okay.
that.
If there is no definition, what is the use of that? How?
Uh, yeah, actually, any definition or declaration is not there, but at least some that particular interface associated with some particular functionality. As I given you example of serializable. So that is something related to persistence in Java. So whenever we want to make any object as any customized object to make it persistent, so I will go for implementation of serializable in that case.
Okay. So, in case of marker interface, JVM understand that this is a marker interface. Can we create our own marker interface?
अब मैं ये दोबारा रिस्टार्ट करूंगा तो ओटीपी आएगा कौन सा? I'm not sure about that. I never checked.
What is the observer design pattern?
Observer design pattern. Let me give an example of Twitter. So if somebody tweets, so all the people who follows that particular guy will get some notification that that guy has tweet something. So this is what observer like. I have tweet and all my followers get the notifications. So this is what observer design pattern.
Okay. If I want to create a project with the observer design pattern, how do we generally define the classes and structure? So, you are basically saying that we implement listeners for the event.
Mhm. Listeners, uh, in observer design pattern, we just need to follow particular structure of the classes, right? So that's how we need to create. So let's give an example of YouTube. So in on YouTube we have subscribers, right? So I will create one class for subscriber, and one class for video, and one class for YouTube, and these three classes. And every time I will create one new subscriber object, I will associate that with the video, right?
Okay.
And at last, whenever this video object is associated with YouTube object, in that case all one some message will go to every object which is of the subscriber which is associated to our video. So like that we can add the associations with the new subscribers, or we can remove the existing one. So these are the functionalities we should implement.
Okay. You have used singleton in your project.
Right.
So what is singleton design pattern?
As name suggests, like we can create the object at once and like at once, and whenever it is required it can be used, so to save memory and to save efforts of creation of
Any
the
of
object.
Okay. Can you name any of the singleton class which is used in your project and where?
Singleton class in my object project, entity is there, review is there, issue is there. In that, I think don't I have any singleton right now, but in
Uh-huh.
previous project, na I remember there were some uh, risk management were there. So there we were creating some those entities. So I think in these entities we were using this singleton pattern. Details I don't remember. It was like more than 1 month earlier.
Uh-huh.
उसके साथ बैठ के ही
Okay.
किया था
What is
मुझे बाद में बताना है कि
double
कौन सा
level
वो
checking in
ऑलरेडी
singleton
साइन इन
method?
हाँ 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 double level checking. Okay, so when we are using singleton now, in it works. Uh, we first check that object is created or not by using some null check. Okay, so if in case of single threaded, it is okay, but in case of multi-threading, it got fails because sometimes one user is creating that and some other user is using that, so it may create some multiple instances. So for that, we should use synchronized keyword with this double locking check, and that's why two locks are there. One is outside the synchronized block and other is inside the synchronized block. So outside one is just to check because just to increase the performance, because synchronized block is uh, they require some calculations, right? So whenever a thread goes inside that, so before that we should check if there is a need to go inside synchronized or not. So this is what two null checks we need to check to increase the performance also, and to to get the sync this singleton functionality in case of multi-threading also.
Okay. What are reflection API in Java 8?
Reflection API is basically I have used reflection in my testing part, JUnit part. So
Uh-huh.
basically, there are how I use that. Uh, let's suppose I'm going to write some test cases for the methods of private methods or private instances. So we I can directly access those private methods using this reflection utils, and there are other benefits also, like any object we can create and we can assign those objects directly. Any let me give an example. Like I have one employee object. In employee we will be having another another dependencies. So in test cases I will create one of employee object by using some reflection. I will assign that object to my class, and and I will assign all those dependencies also to that object, and that object will be ready for my testing. I will not get any null pointer exception if I use that reflection.